So, as promised, I'm just going to give some basic instructions on meditation. There is more to the technique, but you know, initially you'll do this for 3 days if you were to do the course. So, I'm going to give you the very basics. You can't go wrong. For me, I don't use guided meditations. Visualization, I find that this is a lot more effective because you can apply it anywhere. If you're driving a car, if you're walking down the street, you can literally just, you can tap into it. And the more you use it, the more effective it will become, like anything. And so we'll get into it. Ultimately, the main idea is just to reduce the activity of the mind. So, what we're going to do is we will sit upright. You can either use a chair. I've got a couple of cushions on the ground, and you want to erect your spine. Sit upright, straight. Chin wants to be parallel to the ground, right? You will ultimately close your eyes, but for the purpose of the video, I'm going to continue talking with my eyes open. And what you'll do is you just have to breathe. You breathe through the nose, and what you're doing is you're observing the breath. No other part of the body, not the chest, not the stomach, just the nose. And it's a natural breath. The natural flow of the breath, excuse me, I was fasting all day and I just ate food, so keep bringing wind up. So, natural flow of the breath coming into the nostrils and then out the nostrils. It's all you're doing. You're observing the flow of the breath. At the same time, you're going to observe the sensation of the breath. So if it comes up the right nostril or the left nostril, you need to observe. You want to follow it the whole way through, up to the top of the nose, back down. Pay attention to the breath as it touches the top of the base of the upper lip, right? And then back up. And continuously, you want to bring your attention. Keep your attention on the flow of the breath. You will break. Your concentration will break. If you've not done it before, your concentration is likely to break early in. If it does, it's a natural process. If you stay present with the breath for 5 seconds, you drift off. As soon as you realize that you've drifted off, just calmly bring yourself back. Don't get frustrated. It's a natural process, right? And you stay maybe for the next occasion. You'll stay for 10 seconds. Okay, you'll drift off again. No problem. You realize you're thinking about what you're going to do tomorrow. No problem. Calmly bring yourself back. Stay with the sensation, right? And slowly build on it. I do say sometimes 5 to 10 minutes, but I would say minimum of 5 minutes, right? And then you just build on that. And the idea is you're going to stay completely stationary. Yeah, so get yourself comfortable. Even if you have an itch, on your nose, you do not move. It will pass. Yeah, it's not eternal. It won't stay forever, right? So if you have even if you think there's a fly on your face, just sit, right? You shouldn't move, right? And by the time you're finished, if you want to scratch away, then that's fine. But for the 10 minutes, try and sit. Don't move. Observe the breath, right? And that is it. Nothing more, nothing less. You can also practice this when you're out and about, when you're walking. And you will notice a reduction in your thinking as you start to progress. You'll just notice a little bit more space. You know, if you sit there for a minute, 2 minutes of meditation without any thought, then great. You know, that's 1 or 2 minutes more than you initially had. That's if you're not already quite present as it is, and you can just sit there without any thoughts. But that's 5 minutes. I'm going to wrap it up at that, and yeah, let me know what you think.